Hi guys, hope you are doing okay and managing to stay positive in this time of worldwide crisis. So, due to the situation, I'm unemployed for the foreseeable future, and I thought that maybe a way that I could provide some assistance to other people that have been affected who are in isolation is to teach them a skill, and in this case it's going to be juggling, because that's the only thing that I know how to do. So I thought this could be perfect for, if families with kids, or even adults juggle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a different video every day, starting from the absolute basics. Just learning to do 1 ball, 2 ball, 3 ball, normal juggling pattern for today. And the idea is that each day you can watch the video, you can practice for, up to, I would recommend an hour, but it can be anywhere from 5 minutes to 12 hours, there's no rules. But anyway, by the end of the quarantine or the isolation, depending on where you're from, hopefully some people will have some juggling skills to show for it. So yeah, let's get started with the first day. So what we're learning today is a very simple 3-ball cascade, which looks like this. And I know I've got a fisheye, so I don't really need to be kneeling, but whatever. So yeah, this is this. And the way we're going to start is just we're taking 1 ball. This is, as I said, absolute basic steps. It's just a throw and a catch. The only thing to think about here is that this ball will be passing through pretty much the same spot in the center line. So it's going to go here, and then it's going to hit 2 peaks on either side. So from this hand, it's going to pass through this spot and hit this peak. From this side, it's going to pass through the same spot, but peak on the opposite place on the other side. So see that again, like this, like this, like this. All right, so do 50 of those, 100 of those, whatever. If it's easy for you, then move on to the next step, which is 2 balls, and that is 1 in each hand. So first we're going to do a throw exactly like what we just did. That's the easy part. So you're just going to throw the ball up and catch it. Throw the ball up, catch it. Exactly like what we just did. Now, the next thing that we're going to have to do is, after we've thrown the first ball, is we have to release the second ball in order to free up the hand to catch the first and to continue the juggling pattern. So, throw that first ball. As it reaches its peak and begins to descend, that's when you throw the second ball. So, waiting, throw the second, like this. So wait until you're going to throw it, it's going to hit its peak, then it's starting to come down, and that's when you throw the second one up and catch. So I'll show you again from that side. Throw up, reach the peak, second ball, and then you want to do it from the other side as well. So starting with the left hand, throwing up to reach its peak, just like we did with 1 ball. As it's coming down, you're going to throw up the ball that you're holding in your hand and free up the hand. So throwing up, next ball, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now make sure with this step that both balls are going up in the air in exactly the same way. So both of them are hitting that center point in the middle, and they're going to their respective peaks, but they're both going up. Because a common mistake, which I'll just say now, it usually happens when you get the 3rd ball, but a lot of people end up going like this and then passing the ball across. You go like that, and then they think that this is, or it's not that you think, but this is a natural thing for people to do. And you don't want to do that because it's not going to work out. You need all the balls to go up in the air. So, show you again with 2 balls, up, 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 reaching the peak and throwing the next one. Yep. And then now you can do that 50 times until it feels easy. And then this is, once you have this, you can do 3 balls. It's not going to take too long. It's just about getting used to it. So let's take the third ball now. By the way, feel free obviously to pause this video where you need to. So now with the 3 balls, we're going to start with the hand that has 2 in. That's always how you start. So the hand that has 2 in my case it's my right hand, I'm going to throw like this. So I'm able to release the first one with my fingers and my thumb, and the second one I'm holding down below. So, you know, I can throw it without dropping the other ball that I'm holding. So that ball you're going to throw exactly like we did in step 1. You know, that's easy. Now we're going to do exactly like what we did in step 2, which should also be easy. Remember, just because you're holding another ball, it's exactly the same as what you just did. So throwing one up, the next one is coming down. So this is exactly what we did in the second step. So don't get confused just because you're holding a ball. So now we've done that, you guys can probably guess what will be coming next. It is throwing the first one up, second one up, and then we're going to release the third ball in the same way as we released the second ball in step 2. It's exactly the same. So as the ball is reaching its peak, coming down, that's when you throw the third. So it's 1, 2, 3, catch. Exactly, all the throws are exactly as they were in the previous step. Once you've done 3 throws, all you need to do is add a throw each time. There's no, the technique no longer changes. It's always throwing up, reach the peak, coming down. And if you want to see in slow motion, you're always holding on to a ball as well. There's never going to be, your hands aren't ever going to be empty. So look, like this, and you can see holding. That was a bit slow for example's sake, but you can see it's really just almost one at a time. Right. A little tip, if you're struggling with that and you've just watched all the way through to here, you don't have to worry about catching them to start with. You can just go, you know, catch the first 2 and just throw the third one and you can drop it. But at the early stages, it may be more important just to get the feeling of throwing it up, because the place that you'll probably be stuck is throwing the first 2 up, and then it's like a block. It's like, oh, I know I have to throw the last one up, but my brain isn't working, which is totally normal. And it will just be a matter of minutes or hours before you get over that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And tomorrow we're going to do some other super basic 3-ball exercises. My estimated learning time for this trick, for me, I think it took about an hour to do an amount of catches. I can't remember exactly how many, but probably, I don't know, like 6 catches, say, in an hour